just go ahead and be like, hey man, run with it, do what you want to. That remains to be seen though. So he's got a lot of opposition to what he wants to do. We'll see what he can get away with though. So
Warhammer's gonna be such a hit, especially for people that never seen it as well. It's gonna be such a like, wow, this is so different what I've seen.
On Warhammer, however, he holds real power. As an executive producer, he is no longer asking, he is deciding. That authority matters. Warhammer 40k is famously hostile to simplification. Its grim-dark tone is not aesthetic window dressing, it is the narrative engine.
Okay, guys, so now we have finally something that connects to Warhammer and hopefully is true. Hopefully, we don't know. So this article comes to us from C News, and it goes like, all the writers went home except him. Why Henry Cavill is still correcting 300 lines of lore at 4 a.m. for the Amazon series. And this is, of course, about our beloved Warhammer 40k universe. It's also infected by the woke mindset, but we do have still a lot of faith in Henry because he wasn't signed up to this if this wasn't what he wanted to be. Also, there's some rumors that some people on the inside told me that I can't say that they're true or not, that basically whatever agreements GW has with Amazon and Henry, there were like initial guidelines, and everything that Henry wants to do after those guidelines is his prerogative. So basically this could mean that maybe female custodians are not going to be featured if they didn't agree upon this beforehand.
Nice.
This is just like, take this with a huge grain of salt. That's it. We don't know.
I hope he's walking around like a Highlander with his sword, cutting woke heads and stuff like that.
Hopefully, yes.
Here we are. Yes.
Okay, stop it. Tsunami, please read the article.
In January 2026, as the writing room for Amazon's highly anticipated Warhammer 40k series officially wrapped its work on Season 1, the lights went out across the production offices. Almost everywhere. Almost. According to multiple sources close to the project, one figure routinely stayed behind long after midnight, still hunched over scripts at 4 a.m. Executive producer and star Henry Cavill. This is not a case of performative dedication or celebrity micromanagement. For Cavill, Warhammer 40k is not simply another prestige streaming project. It is sacred text, and he has positioned himself as its final line of defense. While the writers completed their drafts, Cavill reportedly undertook what crew members have dubbed lore audits, personally reviewing more than 300 individual lines of dialogue, terminology, and world-building detail. This included verifying Space Marine chapter armor color schemes, cross-checking Imperial iconography, and ensuring the correct pronunciation of notoriously dense High Gothic terms like Adeptus Astartes. In a universe where one incorrect insignia can spark fan outrage, Cavill is determined that nothing slips through. His intensity is rooted in genuine fandom. Cavill has never hidden his lifelong obsession with Warhammer 40k, famously assembling and painting his own tabletop armies during lockdown. Unlike many executive producers who arrive after a property's foundations are laid, Cavill understands the franchise from the inside out. Its bleak philosophy, its religious militarism, and its defining refusal to offer hope or moral comfort. Industry insiders suggest this vigilance is informed by experience. During his time on The Witcher, Cavill was known for pushing back against deviations from the source novels, often advocating for book-accurate dialogue and characterization. On Warhammer, however, he holds real power. As an executive producer, he is no longer asking, he is deciding. That authority matters. Warhammer 40k is famously hostile to simplification. Its grim-dark tone is not aesthetic window dressing, it is the narrative engine. Cavill has reportedly blocked attempts to soften the imperium of man or reframe the settings as conventional sci-fi heroism. To him, fidelity is not a creative limitation, it is the point. The broader franchise ambitions only raise the stakes. Amazon MGM Studios' deal with Games Workshop, finalized in late 2024, is intended to launch a sprawling cinematic universe. Pre-production is now underway in London under a Cavill-led initiative known internally as Project One, a team stacked with lore specialists rather than generalist writers. Even Amazon's animated anthology, Secret Level, released in December 2025, is said to have served as a visual benchmark for Cavill standards. When Cavill shared an image of the Imperial Aquila online in January 2026, fans understood the message instantly. The Imperium is coming, and it will not be diluted. In an industry known for sanding down difficult worlds to broaden appeal, Henry Cavill's 4 a.m. vigilance sends a clear signal. For once, the lore is not being adapted around the fans. It is being guarded for them. End article.
I hope that is true. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Imperial Aquila. Aquila is how you say it. But yeah, this is amazing if it's true.
If it's
Again,
true,
we
yeah.
gotta repeat that. It sounds exactly like Henry Cavill, so that's why I hope it is true, and I am very inclined to believe it because it sounds exactly like Henry.
Yeah.
Like he
Something
showed
like
that
he
many
really-
times based on pictures that he's reading the lore. He showed that even with The Witcher.
Yeah. even
We
there.
know that he tried to correct things on the show. Sometimes they listen to him, but most times not. At the beginning, yes, but then they were like, "Screw it, we're gonna do whatever that we want." He wrote like that scene with Roach or whatever.
Yeah.
So we know that he knows exactly the insides and outs of Warhammer 40k, and he wants to deliver it like people see it or saw it for years, not what it is trying to become right now.
Yeah, as it should be, as what made him fall in love in that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is stopping him from just showing, let's say, custodies, but just the male custodies? I mean, they're more than the women anyway.
I mean, now he's the executive producer, as it said in the article, so he
Yeah.
is making the decisions. If he decides
Yeah.
not to have that,
Yeah, hopefully Sisters of Battle and Sisters of Silence are gonna be beautiful, and
Yeah.
the way that they look and all those things, that still hasn't changed actually. They're still portrayed well, at least feminine, but some of the models are pretty ugly, which is probably either a printing issue or on purpose, who knows. Anyway, so this sounds super epic and super hopeful. Tsunami, what do you think actually when you're reading this?
On top of what I read with this, the suggested rumors or like the rumors surrounding what's it going to be about, it's really exciting. Obviously, fans want him to, they think of him as the Emperor. I don't think they're going to go there. They also mentioned doing something like Eisenhorn, which would be pretty cool. I don't think I'd like to see him in that role. Or Titus. They also brought up Titus. So there's some interesting stuff going on here. This is a lot of like, I don't normally like this hope business, but it's got me hoping again. I know Henry Cavill is a very serious dude about protecting lore. He's been famous for it for years. So this is hope, fingers crossed, that Amazon just like let this man cook. Let him do the thing, and you guys are gonna have an absolute fucking banger on your hands. Hopefully, with the losses they're gonna take over Rings of Power, and most likely this Lara Croft series coming up, they're going to be like, we kind of need money again. So hopefully that will like implore them to just go ahead and be like, hey man, run with it, do what you want to. That remains to be seen though. So he's got a lot of opposition to what he wants to do. We'll see what he can get away with though. So fingers crossed, hope all goes for it.
Absolutely, fingers crossed. And yeah, they're probably going to take some losses with Lara Croft.
Oh yeah, so they do need the money.
Yeah, we
actually,
have to
yes.
mention that as well. But hopefully not with Warhammer. Warhammer is going to be such a hit, especially for people that never seen it as well. It's going to be such a, like, wow, this is so different with what I've seen. Because it really has the aesthetic.
Hopefully they'll see
to it.
that Henry knows what he's doing and say, hey, that guy knows what he's doing. Let just leave him do his thing and then money,
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, let us know what you think in the comments about this. This is super exciting, and again, hopefully it's true.
For the imperium must not fail. Imperium we prevail. The warriors march with sacred might. Their purpose burning crystal bright. To lift the throne world from its plight and guard humanity's light.